Seatbelt laws. Seatbelt laws are important in making sure the seatbelts are made correctly and that everyone is using them correctly. Seatbelts have been around since the 1880s. They are placed in cars to reduce the risk of injury or death. Since there was an increase in the amount of cars on the road in 1959, Congress passed a law requiring all automakers to comply with certain safety standards. Today, there are specific requirements for everything involving seatbelt, even down to the mechanisms and materials that can be used to produce the seatbelt. Seatbelt laws and why they started. Seatbelts are designed to be able to stand the forces of high-speed car accident. Seatbelt laws require everyone to wear a seatbelt. This is a problem because the body will start bumping into solid surfaces, other people in the vehicle, or ejected from the car through an opening. Some classic signs that a person may not have been wearing their seatbelt and head trauma, chest trauma, and spiderweb design in the windshield. Seatbelt laws in children. Children also have some seatbelt laws that they require to follow in order to be a passenger in the vehicle. Any child under 3 must be firmly secured into an appropriate car seat unless they are riding in a taxi. Children from 3 through 12 or 135 centimeters can ride in rear seats without a car seat if seatbelts are not available to stabilize the car seat, but they cannot ride in the front without an appropriate child seat. If a child was 12 and older or above 135 centimeters, then the child is able to ride in the front or back seats without having to sit in a child-appropriate seat. Exceptions to seatbelt laws. Officers are now on the lookout for anyone who does not follow the seatbelt laws. Seatbelts stick out from the clothing and are easy for an officer to spot. The only exception to seatbelt laws is if you work somewhere where you only travel less than 50 meters, a medical condition that makes it impossible to wear the appropriate seatbelt, riding in reverse, or if a child is between 3 and 12 and you are only driving a short distance with no appropriate seatbelt available.